Attention, Bears fans, what happens when three fighters clash for a crucial spot on the offensive line, and one carries the weight of a turbulent past? While a fierce and silent battle unfolds behind the scenes, coaching decisions and fan pressures collide with the athlete's ambitions. Could this dispute change the fate of the team seeking to reclaim its pride? Prepare for an intense dive into the challenges and promises surrounding the Bears' offensive line. Welcome! Show your support for the Bears by reaching 100 likes on today's video. Kieran Omega G is the protagonist of the first act of this story. In his second NFL year, he constantly strives to prove he can be the key piece of the Bears' offensive line. His starting debut last year against the Vikings was a disaster that still echoes. Between technical penalties, sacks, and mistakes, the young tackle lived a true nightmare while recovering from quadriceps surgery. It was a public and brutal test of how the leap from college to professional can be. However, what seemed like an endpoint in Omega G's development became a turning point. "I was a completely different person and player back then," the tackle himself says. What many saw as a failure, he regards as deep learning. This offseason, free from previous physical limitations, his dedication to conditioning and technical improvement has been evident. Coaches Dan Ruchar and Ben Johnson have been insistent in training, demanding his best daily. The battle for tackle is now a three-way race with Braxton Jones and Ozzie Trapilo. Each brings style, background, and potential, but only one will start. Omega G notes that despite rivalry, there's respect and cooperation among them. On the field, the feeling is different. "I'm much more confident, I move with precision, and use my reach better," he explains. For a team searching for blocking consistency to protect its quarterback, one-on-one performance has never been so vital. This scenario raises a core question for the Bears. Who will be reliable enough to hold against aggressive pass rushers? Coach Ben Johnson made clear the preference for tackles who can defend themselves without constant tactical help. It's a strict requirement, rare to find, but necessary for the Bears' offensive line recovery. Omega G seems to meet the technical and mental expectations. Yet, Omega G's evolution doesn't erase pressure from his rivals. Braxton Jones, our second protagonist, carries a story of talent and injury frustration. A promising player with impressive size and skill, Jones surprised as a 2022 draft pick, starting consistently in his first year. But luck hasn't favored him in 2023. An ankle injury sidelined him early, destabilizing the Bears' offensive line. Jones knows his spot isn't guaranteed. The arrival of second-round prospect Ozzie Trapilo made this clear. In recent press conferences, Jones openly acknowledges losing his position as a real threat, but bets everything on a full recovery. "I need to be 100% healthy to prove my value." His attitude, realistic about challenges, avoids desperation, relying on patience and daily work to regain his space. He understands the NFL's harsh reality, where physical continuity is as vital as talent. Within the Bears, the message is unmistakable. Health is the offensive line's most valuable currency, and injuries can end careers. The front office and coaches seem impatient with the ex-starter's inconsistency, especially given the high draft pick on Trapilo. A natural yet ruthless shakeup unfolds in this offensive line musical chairs. The coexistence of these three talents reflects the Bears' current journey: rebuilding, fierce internal competition, and urgent demand for results. Clinging to the past with errors and lessons learned, Omega G aims for a solid present and promising future. Jones battles the looming shadow of physical uncertainty, while rookie Trapilo awaits his chance to prove the team's costly investment. This dynamic interests not only as a sports plot, but as an indicator of the season to come. The offensive line is crucial for the Bears' success or failure in quarterback protection and attack creation. If Omega G's improvement holds, he might be the surprise the team needs. If Jones is back to last year's form, the best news is position security. Trapilo, with raw potential, will finally get space to shine, possibly shifting the hierarchy. For fans, the definite answer remains: who will be the opening day protagonist? The kid who grew through adversity and is calm to fight? The veteran battling the clock and injuries? Or the rookie determined to stay? Time, training, and Ben Johnson's strategy will decide. It's undeniable. the Bears' offensive line faces a decisive moment. The competition among Omegaji, Jones, and Trapilo embodies the team's quest for stability, talent, and resilience. What unfolds behind the scenes promises to shape the attack this season. Every step, play, and tactical adjustment deserve close attention. Here's your invitation, Bears fan. Follow, debate, and engage in this internal war that could transform the team. Kieran Omegaji is the main character in the first news. He is a second-year tackle for the Chicago Bears, working hard to improve after a disastrous debut last season, marked by penalties and sacks, compounded by recovering from a quad muscle surgery. His confidence and physicality have grown, impressing coaching staff who emphasize the need for tackles to win one-on-one matchups without frequent help. Coach Ben Johnson has been clear that tackles who can protect themselves alone are rare and vital. Omegaji feels more confident, has a cleaner technique, and better understanding of schemes. His competition with Braxton Jones and Ozzy Trapilo is intense but respectful, with all three helping each other improve. The Bears believe in Omegaji's potential as a key part of a stabilizing offensive line, but the battle is fierce and ongoing. His off-season work without injury has allowed significant growth and focus. Braxton Jones is the central figure in the second news item. The Bears' starting left tackle last year appeared in only 12 games due to a fractured fibula requiring surgery. Known as one of the most underrated tackles when healthy, Jones faces serious competition in rookie Ozzy Trapilo, a second-round draft pick. Jones acknowledges his precarious position openly, emphasizing the need to be fully healthy to showcase his talent. He accepts that his job security depends heavily on injury recovery and consistent performance. Drafted in the 5th round in 2022, Jones surprised by starting all 17 games in his rookie year. However, the Bears may be losing patience given his recent injury history, and Trapilo stands ready to step up. Together, these two news pieces portray a Bears offensive line at a crossroads, featuring a promising but unproven Omegaji, a talented yet injury-plagued Jones, and an eager rookie Ozzy Trapilo aiming to make his mark. In my opinion, the Bears face a critical challenge beyond mere gameplay. This internal competition demands physical toughness, tactical intelligence, and mental resilience. Success depends on how these players evolved under pressure and how coaches harness their potential. If Omegaji solidifies his maturity and confidence and Jones returns fully healthy, the offensive line could find the stability the team desperately needs. Meanwhile, Trapilo represents a wild card that keeps the room on edge and competition alive. This is survival and reinvention for the Bears. Now, here's a question for you, Bears fans. Who deserves your support as the true leader of the offensive line this season? Will the Bears overcome this internal battle and finally deliver the performance their fans have been waiting for? Share your opinion in the comments and join this vital discussion about the team's future. Don't forget, like the video, leave your comment, and subscribe to the channel for more hot analyses and exclusive news on the Chicago Bears. Your voice matters in this journey.